Hey YouTube, this is Felicia with Bible Scraps, and I hope you all are well no matter where you are in God's part of the world. I am back using my greatest craft find. If you guys caught my video several days ago, I shared a my greatest craft find video sharing this beautiful Peachy Keen one-of-a-kind gingerbread stamp set. I had been on the hunt for these beautiful faces for over 7 years. I am a gingerbread lover, and my life just did not seem complete, you guys, without this beautiful, unique set. And the cool thing is, it is still available. Though the first batch did sell out, Kathy, thank you Kathy, who is co-owner of Peachy Keen Stamps, she brought more back. So if you missed out, you're not missing out because it's still available. I'll have the link in my description box. But you guys, these cute faces, oh my, they're beautiful. But if you don't know Peachy Keen Stamps, and many of you do, you guys, I like to think of Peachy Keen as being one of the pioneers of the photopolymer stamp. They make like the best photopolymer stamps. I've said that before in my videos. And then the beautiful Peachy Keen color, who else does that? Alright, but we know Peachy Keen by the beautiful faces. There's no company out there. Many companies don't even offer faces, but Peachy Keen, they monopolize this whole face thing. They have literally hundreds of different faces. Like me, you guys also have many different collections of their facial stamps. These by far are my favorite. These are the sweetest gingerbread faces. You guys, look at those eyelashes. Look at the eyes. These are adorable. They're adorable. And once again, they're available. But a couple things I need to point out. Though these say 4 inches, they're not 4 inches. And I'll talk more about that in the video. But to my knowledge, these are the biggest facial stamps ever produced. But then again, I don't know what's been out there in yesteryear. So maybe I shouldn't say the biggest ever produced. But definitely what's available now on the website. Though they're not 4 inches, these are about 3.5 inches. And so I believe they're the biggest face stamps you can get. And if you are a gingerbread lover, you need to have this beautiful collection. Once again, I'll have it linked below. But I do want to point out something. If you have Peachy Keen's collection inspired by Jill Norwood, there are 2 stamps in this collection they're identical to the stamps in Jill's collection. And those stamps, this cutie here and this cutie here. Now, I believe Jill's collection is called Jill's Bigger Collection. And once again, you have these 2 stamps in her collection. Based on Peachy Keen's, let's see, description information, the stamps in Jill's collection, they're 3 inches. But these stamps, they measure approximately 3.5 inches. Except for one stamps or measures 1/8 short of 3.5 inches. So these stamps are at least a half an inch larger in width. Now, most of these measure 3.5 in height, but you see this one here is a little over 3 inches. This one here is more than 3.5 inches. This one is a little bigger than 3.5 inches. So you might find 1 or maybe 2 that's short of 3.5, but I'm going to say overall, this is a 3.5 inch faces, despite the fact that it says 4 inches there. So just disregard that. These faces will fit larger projects. Once again, I believe that these are the largest faces that Peachy Keen has to offer. And Kathy, I haven't put this request in. I probably should look through because I have quite the collection of Peachy Keen's face stamps, but I'm thinking it would be nice to have these cute, sweet gingerbread faces in the multi-size pack. Ah! Some of these faces might be in other collections, but it would be nice just to have these, just like this, but in the smaller sizes. Ooh, because you guys, these faces, they're so sweet. They make you smile. I know they make me smile. Okay, let me share my second project, and I will have the link to these listed below. Okay, if you caught my video several days ago, you saw this cutie. Oh, look at those eyelashes. Love, love, love. Okay, so I made another one, this one here, which has a more candy cane peppermint feel to it, and they do look different. They look different because, well, once again, I used this die by Sizzix. It's called Embroidery Hoop. Item number 660766. And it's a steel roll die. And I love my steel roll dies because they cut through any and everything. And I will give you guys an example. With this one here, I cut three shapes using regular, like thicker craft paper. But for this one here, let me show you what I cut and why I love my steel roll dies. You guys, take a look at this very thick foam. This is 6 millimeters. Look how thick that is. I used my die to cut through that foam. Now, here's the thing. If you create a alternate sandwich, you could probably use the foam with this die in your Cuttlebug, but I used the Big Shot Pro, and the Big Shot Pro can accommodate various thicknesses of dies, and it cut through. I did have to create a custom sandwich. I needed more shims or layers, but it cut through this thick foam with no problem. And once again, just look how thick that is. So by using the foam versus using multiple die cuts, you see there's a complete different look. This one has more of a base, but a deep base, like a tray feel, and I like that. But this is the question, which one looks like an embroidery hoop? Do either one of them look like an embroidery hoop? I don't know. Okay, so concerning this one, once again, this is foam. I took a red alcohol marker and created my candy stripes. And then you see my peppermint cheeks. I love that. And I used a product. I think I picked up this a couple years ago. And why is my screen, you guys, I hope this isn't dark. But see the peppermint slices? And added those as cheeks. I used glaze, and you can use diamond glaze or Tim Holtz glaze. There's a number of different glazes on the market. I added that to the eyes, to the nose, and I added glitter to the mouth. And then I added, you see cord and you see crochet type ribbon, and then this right here. I love, love, love this. Let me show you all. I hoard this. So I didn't realize this was from 2016. I really have no concept of time because I thought I picked up this maybe 3 years ago. But do you guys remember when Joann's had this collection? I hope I got another one of these, but I think I only have one, so I use it sparingly. I just cut it off, and you see I used a couple pieces there. Now, this veil here is from Fun Stamper's Journey, and I love the rose colored. It is so beautiful. I saw a seller that has rose gold bells in the smaller sizes. I definitely want to pick up the mini sizes. Okay, and then this spray right here, because in my last video I didn't talk about some products I used. Well, I got this from Hobby Lobby last year. Perhaps they'll bring it back this year. Last year was the first time I'd seen these. I'll probably add one here. Oh, and I also want to point out the circles that I used. Okay, if you have this die and if you cut it out, you end up with a piece like this, and then you end up with this outer frame. Well, to make this one, to make the backing, that is, I used this Sizzix circle die here. But to make this one, I used a larger circle die that I have. And I will add a backing. I wasn't going to throw this out, so I just used the opposite side. This is watercolor paper. But I will add a pretty backing. But I like to use a circle that's bigger than this outer frame here, because it makes adhering this piece to the circle much easier, if that makes any sense. But which style do you guys like, or do you like them both? And do they look like embroidery hoops? What I like about this one is I could create like once again, a base. I could make like a shadow box. I could make a shaker because this foam is so thick. Ooh, I like that. I might make a shaker. But I think they're both cute. Oh, and then, you guys, I'm going to try my hand at actually, is it called cross-stitching? Or maybe just embroidery. Using these cute faces, because these faces are big enough. To me, they're big enough to embroider with. So we shall see. All right, you all. Once again, I will have these stamps linked below in my description box. And if you like this video, why not like it? Give me a big thumbs up. Why not subscribe? Why not hit that notification bell? Why not leave a comment? All right, and with that being said, I do want to thank you all for watching. As always, blessings.